So, finally the wait is over. We got the fucking Pro Skater 3 and 4 trailer, and this is pretty sick. I mean, the game looks fantastic in a lot of ways. There's a couple things that got me worried, however. To start, the animations. I brought this up in my last video. The animations are exactly the same as 1+2. Like, exactly the fucking same. Some of them are fine. I feel like a lot of them need to be tweaked in one way or another. Even the 50-50 grinds. The 50-50 grinds especially. They gotta make a new animation for that. Because it's just not right. It ain't right. There's a few things that had me worried. Especially in regards to how true to the originals this is going to be. I think Pro Skater 3 for the most part should be similar enough. I wonder if they're going to do things like having different goal positions for each of the skaters and stuff like that. One of the big things that is really having me worried is the way that they worded some of the marketing, I suppose, in... Well, I'll show you. Okay. Yeah, right here. It says... Drop into new parks or tear it up across the parks from both Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Authentically remade in jaw-dropping 4K resolution with streamlined goals and the epic 2-minute format. Streamlined goals in the epic 2-minute format. So, let's pull up the definition of streamlined. Designed or arranged to offer the least resistance to fluid flow, reduced to the essentials, lacking anything extra, effectively organized or simplified, having been made more simple and straightforward. This is really worrying in regards to Pro Skater 4 more than anything. I feel like they're not going to actually remake that game. Well, they're going to make the levels anyway, but not even all of them. Because if you look at the back of the box for the collector's edition, it says drop into 3 new parks or tear it up across 16 timeless classics from Pro Skater 3 and Pro Skater 4. So, 16 timeless classics. That means levels got cut. Because if I'm going to pull up the level list of fucking Pro Skater 3, when you count up all the levels from Pro Skater 3 and 4, not including Oil Rig, not including Warehouse, Burnside, and Roswell as the secret unlockable levels, there are 9 Pro Skater 3 levels and 9 Pro Skater 4 levels, meaning there should be 18. 2 of them got cut. 2 levels got cut. Now, the biggest speculation for which ones could have been cut have been Carnival and Chicago, which is kind of freaking lame, especially when the studio's based in Chicago. The freaking project is called Chicago, for fuck's sake. Why would they not just keep it? There is goals in there. Those are Pro Skater 4 levels. Like, Carnival especially was a Pro Skater 4 exclusive level. Like, I understand, you know, Chicago's a Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2 level, but it's still a part of Pro Skater 4. Still a Pro Skater 4 level in that sense. Still had goals in it. It was a part of the story mode. And same goes for Carnival. That wasn't even in, like, a level in a different game. That was a Pro Skater 4, like, exclusive level, and it's just being cut. So I don't really know how to feel about that. That is just kind of, like, what are we doing here? If you're going to remake a game and you're going to say that it's faithful and it has all the content, like everything that you remember, yeah, well, guess what? I remember Chicago and I remember Carnival. Even if Carnival wasn't that great of a level, it was better than the zoo, that's for sure. It doesn't make sense. And, like, it's kind of weird that they're, you know, making new levels to compensate for the removal of old levels. You know, I thought that the 3 new levels would be to, like, you know, take the place of the fact that we're most likely not going to be seeing Warehouse, Burnside, and Roswell for beating the 3's career multiple times. That would be a fair trade-off, you know? If you're not going to get Warehouse, you're not going to get Burnside, not going to get Roswell, you already got 1 and 2, you know? If that's the excuse, then, like, sure, fair enough. Like, I can see how it's redundant. But still, why would we be removing levels just to have those ones fill the place? Like, the Pro Skater 1 levels are one thing, but, like, these are Pro Skater 4 levels. They shouldn't be getting taken out whatsoever, man. And that's the other thing, too, is like, well, okay. So the career mode is being cut, and it's being replaced with classic goals. So it's not even Pro Skater 4. This is like Pro Skater 3.5. That's cool, I guess. Sure, whatever. I mean, there is some good news. They got spacewalks back. And then they're also adding Create a Goal to the Create a Park, which is pretty sweet. I bet the Creative Park should be better this time around too. And hopefully they expanded upon the Creative Skater. Made it, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, like, it's not all negative. It's not all negative. The game does look fucking gorgeous, especially when, like, you go... There's, like, this one article, and it has all these side-by-side shots. Foundry, compared to the original, looks just stunning. Same goes for San Francisco. Gorgeous. There's a ton of fucking shots for all of them. Canada looks crazy as well. I was actually really curious to see what they were going to do with Canada, because this is like one of the few levels that we've actually seen get HD'd out of Pro Skater 3. And it reminds me of Pro Skater HD in some ways, but like its own unique take on it. So it's cool. It's cool. It's really cool seeing the Pro Skater 4 levels like look the way they do. Like, college just looks wild, man. I can't wait to actually skate. I'm still gonna play the game. I'm still skating, you know. I'm bummed out that it's not actually a proper remake, you know. I mean, it's not confirmed, but when they use words like streamlined, and when streamlined is to fucking cut things down and make things more efficient, then like, I just don't see the point in it, because they could have easily just made these. They could have kept this as one package still, and done it just like how Underground 2 did it, just like how American Wasteland did it. They didn't need to be combined into one single experience where they're like, Pro Skater 3 levels go into Pro Skater 4 levels, and the stat progression goes all the way through the whole thing. That did not need to happen. They could have kept Pro Skater 4 as Pro Skater 4 in the story mode / career mode, and they could have kept Pro Skater 3 as Pro Skater 3 in the fucking classic mode. It's how they did it in the past. It's worked just fine in the past. It's a good way of splitting up different types of games, like play styles. Like, overall, this whole fucking way of setting this thing up just feels so lazy to me. Just so unbelievably lazy to me. Like, I bet the game will still be fun, and I really do want to stay excited, because like when the countdown was happening and I first seen the trailer, oh my god, the excitement was through the roof, man. I was on another level. And then more things started coming out, and now just kind of like, okay, yeah, you know. But man, fuck, I'm just like, the biggest bummer is the fact that Pro Skater 4 is not having a proper career mode. Why? It's not Pro Skater 4 anymore. It's just lazy. I don't even know if Robomoto would have done something like this, dude. Like, what is that, dude? I hope this is wrong. I hope this is just the result of poor communication from the marketing side, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a couple other things that I wanted to bring up, such as in college here. Check out this weird ass sculpture in the middle between these two ramps here. What is up with that? That thing looks weird as hell. And it is, I don't know, I just feel like that's just going to be in the way. Like, what was the point of adding that? Just leave it as an open space. It was fine. It doesn't need to have a fucking stupid obstacle in the way now. Another thing too, and this just could be something that I'll just get used to over time, is the balance meter. I don't know how I feel about the color selection here, the color palette. They could have, like, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, but both Pro Skater 3 and Pro Skater 4 had blue balance meters. 3 had an orange arrow and 4 had a yellow arrow. But check this out. I grabbed a still shot from one of the gameplay clips, and I just painted blue over it. And tell me which one you think looks better. Personally, I think it looks significantly better with just blue balance meter. Like, they still got time to change that. That's just a fucking matter of a hue shift, but I don't know, man. Why isn't the balance meter blue? It's how it was originally. Kind of fits the vibe of the games better that way. This is a nitpick, but I don't know. Maybe the purple balance meter will grow on me. It just kind of looks goofy to me. It reminds me of like the Kiss theme in Thug 1, which is just kind of weird. Another thing I got for you guys is, you remember that blurry image of Skater Island that was being shared around when the countdown timer was still going down? Well, we got the actual image of that unblurred, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. You can see a stat point just off in the corner over there. Oh, and since this is a competition level, this reminds me. In the scenario that Pro Skater 4 is Pro Skater 3.5, I wonder if they're going to just delegate entire levels in that game to just being a competition level. And if they do that, like, which ones would they be? Like, I don't know, man. Like, Pro Skater 4 had a couple, like, they all had competitions in a lot of the levels, but they would add extra ramps and such around the spot. Like, there was, like, a vert competition in Shipyard, and then there was a little competition out in college, too. San Francisco had a competition in EMB. What are they going to do about the pro ramps and the pro setups? And then the other thing, too, is, like, okay, so you don't have actual normal goals. So what about, like, goals like, you know, the loop-de-loop into the fucking target in Alcatraz? And then how about, like, goals like Escape Alcatraz? You can't just make that a part of the 2-minute timer. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to go about this. I hope we're wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm just, like, so far off from the interpretation I'm taking of the streamlined goals and such. And I hope that Pro Skater 4 is Pro Skater 4 fully intact. Like, why would they add skitching if there's, like, not going to be a fucking saving the professor's car and shit like that? It just doesn't make sense. And then, like, the water park looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks really cool. There's, like, some parts of it that it kind of gives me a fun park vibe from Project 8. But I don't think we should be having new levels replace the old ones. We should have Carnival and Chicago both in the game. Why are they cutting shit? Like, I seen right in the box there, it said 16 levels from the original. It has to be the secret levels from Pro Skater 4 that are getting removed. I can't imagine what else they'd take out. It wouldn't make sense to really take anything out, but if it was going to be any of them, I feel like it would be those two. And replacing them with some new levels it's just not enough, because we don't know how these levels are going to play. You know, they could be really good, right? But this is also Iron Galaxy's first Tony Hawk levels. So, like, think about how Treyarch did when they made their own levels for 2X. Kind of getting that vibe right now. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope these levels play really good. This could be like a Shaba game situation, where they just throw a Kyoto at us, and a fucking Santa Cruz, and an Atlanta, and a fucking casino, you know? Like, that would be sick, you know, if they kind of gave us really good flowy levels, but we'll see. Like, time will tell. Doesn't make sense to cut levels for new levels, though. Like, if you're going to add new content, add it on top of the original content, not just removing some stuff and then making some new stuff to make up for the removal of content. That's just dumb. So dumb. The biggest dumb ever is the fact that they're just chopping the career mode. Not confirmed, but, like, pretty well confirmed. So I've got a lot of thoughts about this. I'm probably just gonna sit and stew on them for a little bit. I don't want to make another, like, 40-minute long video ranting about Tony Hawk. I think this is long enough for now. I'll probably come and sit with my thoughts and talk about it some more later. But I don't know. I'm still excited. I look forward to being able to do spacewalks. I hope that they add more of the Pro Skater 3 special tricks. I want to see shit like Rodeo Clown, and from Pro Skater 4, I want to see the ghetto tag grind. You know, there's lots to look forward to. You know, if they do it right, that is. It's not hard to fuck up a Tony Hawk game. It's been done 100 times in the past, so just hope they don't fuck it up. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, wherever you are, complete stranger. If you have any thoughts, agree or disagree with whatever I gotta say, let me know in the comments below. I'm all open for a discussion. I'm still excited for the game. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about it, but I got my worries now, which is a shame, because I was really looking forward to this just being everything I could hope for and then some. But man, it's just the fact that I'm not going to keep going. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for listening. I'll frickin' be back to talk more about this shit later.